ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Yes, in first year syllabus, another new topic, that is the biology in human welfare. Biology in human welfare. Biology in human welfare. This is the 6th unit. This is the 6th unit. So what is the biology in the human welfare means? What are the various kind of the parasites which may be causes various diseases in our body? What are the precautions which we have to take to avoid the infections? What are the treatment methods? Is nothing but biology in human welfare. So as per NCERT concept, it is the human health and disease. As per our NCERT textbook, this is the human health and disease topic, but as per our textbook, this is the biology in the human welfare. So definitely in biology in human welfare, we have to read, we have to learn about various type of the parasites, their respective diseases, their respective preventive measures, their respective treatment methods, their respective medicines. So definitely when we observe the biology in the human welfare, it is believed that about 1/3 species of kingdom Animalia are parasites. So definitely about 25% of the known species, 1/3 nothing but about 25% of the known species in kingdom Animalia are parasites. They may be lived as the parasite, they may be causes the various diseases to the humans. So definitely when we observe the parasite, what is the definition of the parasite? The species of individual which may be depends upon the other for food and shelter, that individual is said to be as the parasite. Whatever the species of individual which may be depends upon the other animal for its food material, for its shelter, then that kind of the individual is said to be as the parasite. For example, definitely whatever the head lice which is there, that may be lived on the head of man. Head lice which is there, that is lived as the parasite on the head of the man. In this case, head lice always takes the shelter on our head, always that may be freely gets the food material from our head, that is nothing but blood. Definitely this kind of the head lice freely takes the shelter from our head, freely gets the food material, that is the blood of the human. So that only this is said to be as the parasite. Whatever this species of individual which may be depends upon the others for food and shelter, that kind of the individual is said to be as the parasite. Definitely as for ancient Greek, as per the ancient Greek language, Ancient Greek means, as per the old Greek language, what is the parasite means? A professional dinner guest. A professional dinner guest is nothing but parasite as per the ancient Greek language. As per the old Greek language, what is the definition of the parasite means? A professional dinner guest means the individual or a person who may be flattened, who may be amused the other person for his free meal. That kind of the individual is said to be as the parasite. Once upon a time, as per the old Greek language, the person who may be amused the another person by his performance for free meal, that person is said to be as the parasite once upon a time. But nowadays, parasite may not be causes any amusement to the host. Parasite may not be flattened to the host. Definitely nowadays parasites may be causes the harmful effect on the host body also. So definitely nowadays, what is the definition of the parasite means? Uninvited guest and silent epidemic is said to be as the parasite. Nowadays, what is the definition of the parasite means? Parasite is uninvited guest that causes the silent epidemic. Silent epidemic means, what is the meaning of the uninvited guest? No one person invite headlights on his head. No one person wantedly invite headlights on his head. Definitely, involuntarily they may be reaches onto the head of the person. Without conscious of that person, they may be reaches to head of the person. That is uninvited guest. Silent epidemic means about several parasites, most of the persons do not have any awareness. For about several parasites, the most of the people do not have any knowledge, most of the people do not have any awareness towards the various kind of the parasites and their respective diseases. For example, when we observe the rural area, when we observe the illiterate people do not have any idea towards various diseases. Illiterate people do not have any idea towards various kind of the pathogens, towards various kind of the parasites also. So among that kind of the people, this parasites spreads very rapidly. Parasites can spread very rapidly. That is said to be as the silent epidemic. Better example, nowadays corona disease. Nowadays coronavirus, that is COVID-19, is a silent epidemic disease because that may be rapidly spreads throughout the world. Within months, that virus may be spreading throughout the world, though we are with awareness towards that. So in that way, parasites very rapidly spreads among the people to cause the respective disease. So that is said to be as the silent epidemic. Parasites are silent epidemic. Again, definitely when we observe the parasites, how many number of the parasites maybe gets lived in the human body means about 130 different types of about 130 different types of parasites may be lived in human body. Definitely in the case of the human's body, about 130 different kind of the parasites maybe gets lived here. This 130 different kind of the parasites maybe causes different kind of the diseases to the humans. So before going to the details, what is the parasite means? As per ancient Greek language, it is nothing but a professional dinner guest. Means the person who may be amused the host for or return for free meal, that is said to be as a professional dinner guest as per the ancient Greek language. But nowadays, what is the definition of the parasite means? Uninvited guest and silent epidemic. About 130 different type of the parasites maybe gets lived in the human body. Again, what are the type of the diseases which are very commonly spreads in tropical countries? What are the different kind of the diseases which may be rapidly spread or which are very common in the tropical countries means? One is malaria, second one is the cholera disease, third one is the plague disease, next to dengue, again amoebiasis, again filariasis, again teniasis. So definitely malaria, cholera, plague, dengue, amoebiasis, filariasis, teniasis. So definitely this various kind of the diseases, all these diseases are very common in tropical countries. In tropical countries, tropical country means the country where the temperature is above than average. The country where the temperature is above average, that is said to be as the tropical country. Definitely in tropical countries, what are the diseases which are very common means? Malaria, cholera, plague, dengue, amoebiasis, filariasis, teniasis diseases are very common. Then how we can prevent this kind of the diseases infection? How we can prevent this kind of the disease causing parasites infection into our body means by following the personal hygiene. By following the personal hygiene, by following the public hygiene, this kind of the disease causing organisms infection into our body can be prevented. So what is the meaning of the personal hygiene? Personal hygiene means personally whatever the steps which we have to follow to avoid the infections, they are said to be as the personal hygiene. For example, we have to thoroughly wash our hands with insecticide soap just before taking the meal. We have to trim our nails regularly. We have to thoroughly wash vegetables on or before they may be cooking. We have to thoroughly wash fruits on or before going to be eaten them. Like this, definitely personally we have to take care to avoid such different kind of the infections into our body. That is said to be as the personal hygiene. Next to public hygiene means from the administrative side, from the governmental side also, they have to be take care, they have to be take certain sanitization methods definitely to avoid various kind of the infections to the public. So that is said to be as the public hygiene. Means from the governmental side also, administrators have to take certain steps to avoid the infections to the public. That is said to be as the public hygiene methods. So definitely by following the personal hygiene or public hygiene, definitely we can avoid the infections of this disease causing organisms into our body here. Next, as per the WHO, what is the meaning of the WHO? World Health Organization, with or as per the WHO report, what is the disease which is completely eradicated from our society? What is the disease that till now is completely gets moved out or wiped out from the society means that is the smallpox. Definitely smallpox disease is completely wiped off. Smallpox disease is completely gets eradicated from our society with the efforts of the government, with efforts of that WHO. Nowadays this disease is completely removed from our society, eradicated from our society. So this is the disease that is the smallpox. This is completely removed from our society till now. Then what is the disease which is next in edges of our world to get eradicated from our society means that is the plague disease. Plague disease is nowadays in edges of our history, is nowadays it is in edges of our society, that may be going to be eradicated completely from our society within a coming future, within a short coming future. Definitely within a short coming future, this plague disease is also completely eradicated from our society. Next, so there is the question whether the parasite is first originated, whether guest is first originated. So definitely the question which is given in our syllabus is nothing but either the parasite is gets first originated or the guest is first originated means definitely this host, whether the parasite is first originated, whether host is first originated means host is first originated than the parasite. For example, when we observe the evolutionary history, once upon a time, prokaryotes means what? The animals which do not have distinct nucleus, such animals are said to be as the prokaryotes. Definitely once upon a time, prokaryotes were entered into eukaryotes body. This is said to be as the eukaryotes. What are the eukaryotes? The animals which are with the distinct nucleus in their body, they are said to be as the eukaryotes. Once upon a time, this prokaryotes may be entered into the eukaryotes body. Later, this prokaryotes may be gets evoluted into the parasites. So once upon a time, prokaryotes may be entered into the eukaryotes body. During the course of the time, this prokaryotes may be gets evoluted into parasites. This eukaryotes may be gets referred or acts as the host for them. Means in this case, eukaryotes are host. Eukaryotes are host. Prokaryotes maybe gets gradually evoluted into parasites. In that way, as per this history we can say, hosts are first evoluted, that is the eukaryotic individuals are first evoluted. Later into them, this prokaryotes may be entered. During the course of the time, this prokaryotes maybe gets evoluted into parasites. In that way, parasites later gets evoluted, eukaryotes such as the hosts are at first gets evoluted. Definitely there is the question in your textbook, there is the question that is the either host is at first evoluted or the parasite is at first evoluted, means hosts are at first evoluted. To betterly say, to emphasizely said that the host is at first evoluted, we can definitely observe this example. Means once upon a time, this prokaryotic individuals may be entered into the eukaryotic individuals. During the course of the time, prokaryotes may be gets evoluted into parasites, and eukaryotes may be act them as the host to the parasites. In that way, host is at first evoluted. Next to, what is the original definition of the parasite? What is the original definition of parasite? Means, whenever the two different species of individuals are involved in association of them, one is gets benefited, second one gets affected. One is gets benefited, second one gets affected. Beneficial one is said to be as the parasite, affected one is said to be as the host. Definitely, in the parasitism, for example, head lice and head of man. In this case, head lice belongs to one species, man belongs to another species. These two different species of individuals, whenever they may be in animal association, of this, head lice gets benefited because it gets free shelter from the head of the man, it gets free food material from the head of the man, by that way it gets benefited. But this head of the man is severely affected due to the loss of the blood, because head lice always suck the blood from the head of the man. So definitely humans gets lost by losing of blood. So that only he may be affected person. In this case, benefit is represented by plus, effect is represented by minus. Benefit is represented by plus, effect is represented by minus sign. Of this association, beneficial one is said to be as the parasite. Beneficial one is said to be as the parasite. Affected one is said to be as the host. In this parasitism, definitely whenever the two different species of individuals are involved in association, whenever the two different species of individuals are in living together, of that, if one is gets benefited, another one is gets affected, then beneficial one is said to be as the parasite, affected one is said to be as the host. Again, always parasite gets free shelter, gets free food material from their respective host. Again, parasite body size is small and host body size is big. Definitely body size of the host is big. Body is big in host when compared to the parasite. For example, our body size is big when compared to the head lice. Always parasite body size is small than the host body size. Again, when we observe the word of the parasite, the word of the parasite is derived from parasitos Greek word. The word of the parasite is derived from the parasitos Greek word. What is the meaning of the para? Means side of. Cytos. Cytos means food or grain. Definitely, what is the meaning of the parasitos? Para means side, sitting side, and cytos means food or grain. As per this, if one person takes the meal on another person's table, if one person takes the meal on another person's table, then that is said to be as the parasitos. The meaning of the parasitos is nothing but taking the meal of another person by sitting on the table of one person, then that is said to be as the parasitos. Simply we can say, if a person takes the meal by sitting on another person's table, then that is said to be as the parasitos. Means as per this, parasitism nothing but, parasite nothing but one species which maybe takes the free meal, which takes the free shelter from the others, then this person is said to be as the parasite. Before going to the details of various kind of the parasites, before going to the details of the various types of the parasites, here in our syllabus, certain medicines are given. Certain medicines are given. What are the various medicines and for what they may be used to treat the disease means. So, name of drug. Definitely in our syllabus certain medicines, certain drugs are given, and what are the drug and for what purpose it is used to treat means name of the drug and treated disease. First drug is folic acid. Folic acid. This is used to treat the trophical sprue disease. Trophical sprue disease, that is the intestinal related disease. So, who is the person who maybe discovered this drug means Dr. Yallapragada Subbarao discovered this drug. He is commonly referred to as Wonder Man of Miracle Drug. He belongs to our combined AP state. He is Indian scientist. Dr. Yallapragada Subbarao invented this folic acid, discovered this folic acid. This is used to treat the trophical sprue disease because His two elder brothers also gets died due to this kind of the tropical sprue disease. After death of his two brothers, he invented this folic acid to treat that kind of the tropical sprue disease. So he is commonly referred to as the wonderman of the miracle drug. Wonder. Next to another drug is the methotrexate. Another drug is the methotrexate. This is used to treat cancer. This is the anti-cancer drug. Rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis means a joint related disease. Again, psoriasis. This is the skin patches, skin related disease. Psoriasis means white patches or gets formed on the skin of the person. Definitely methotrexate is used to treat the cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis disease. Again, another drug is the DEC or hetrazine. What is the hetrazine or DEC? Diethyl carbamazine. Diethyl carbamazine is the DEC, that is the hetrazine. This is the drug, this is used for treating of filariasis. Filariasis disease. To treat the filariasis disease, hetrazine or diethyl carbamazine is used here. Again, isonicotinic acid hydrazide. Isonicotinic acid hydrazide is the drug. Isonicotinic acid hydrazide is used to treat tuberculosis disease, that is the lung related disease. Isonicotinic acid hydrazide is used to treat the tuberculosis disease. Folic acid is used to treat the tropical sprue disease. Methotrexate is used to treat the cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis disease. DEC or hetrazine, diethyl carbamazine, used to treat the filariasis disease. Isonicotinic filariasis disease nothing but elephantiasis disease. If the leg of the person shows the severe swelling, that is the filariasis, that is the elephantiasis disease. This is also called as the elephantiasis disease. Isonicotinic acid hydrazide is used to treat the tuberculosis disease, that is the lung related disease. Similarly, tetracycline, first tetracycline, that is the aureomycin. This is the first tetracycline, that is the antibiotic. This is used to treat definitely plague disease, trench fever, typhus fever, again cholera. So to treat this kind of the tropical diseases, plague, trench fever, typhus fever, cholera, this first tetracycle, that is the rhomycin, is gets used here. Similarly, quinine is used to treat malarial disease. To treat the malaria disease, this quinine is principally used here. Again, reserpin. Reserpin is used to treat the hypertension. Hypertension disease, that is nothing but high BP. What is the hypertension? If blood pressure is normal than high, if blood pressure is high than the normal, then that is said to be as the hypertension. For example, in a healthy person, blood pressure is 120 by 80. In a healthy person, blood pressure is the 120 by 80. Instead of that, if it is raises to 140 by 90, then that is said to be as the hypertension or the high BP. To treat that kind of the hypertension, this reserpin is principally used here. Reserpin is a more effective drug for treating of that kind of the hypertension. Again, digitaline. Digitaline is used to treat the heart diseases. To treat various kind of the heart diseases, this digitaline is principally used here. So in that way, folic acid is used to treat this trophical sprue. Again, second drug methotrexate is used to treat the cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis disease. Again, hetrazine DS is used to treat this filariasis disease. Again, isonicotinic acid hydroside is used to treat the tuberculosis disease. Again, rhomycin is used to treat the plague disease, trench fever, typhus fever and cholera. Quinine is used to treat the malaria fever. Reserpin is used to treat the hypertension. Digitaline is principally used to treat the heart diseases.